All right, I wanted to hop on and make a quick video. I've had some interesting developments in my life. Not really anything crazy, just something that I thought to be interesting. And to address, first and foremost, no, I did not go to Paris Island for boot camp. I was a MCRD San Diego Marine, where real Marines are made. But no, I went to Paris Island for the first time a few months back, and I figured why not pick it up. I love the color scheme, and that's just to address that. But either way, so the reason I wanted to make this video is I recently started a 30-day 3 to 5 mile challenge. And why this is significant is because early on in my Marine Corps career, I used to be able to run 3 miles in a sub 18 minutes. So I used to run 300 PFT, 300 CFT. And in order to run a 300 PFT, you would have to run a sub 18 3 mile. You'd have to be able to do 20 or more pull-ups and then do 100 plus crunches or 100 or more crunches, right? And at some point, I guess, as I started to get older, or as I started to, my metabolism started to change, I slowed down significantly. And honestly, you couldn't pay me to run. And I would run for whatever normal PTs, but never on my own. And that was something that I guess is not a recipe for success. And I used to tell people all the time, you couldn't pay me to run. If it was playing a sport, I got it. Football, basketball, ultimate frisbee, I'm your guy. But that's the only way that I'm going to train for a run. But over time, I stopped playing those things as frequently. I still play them from time to time. Not gonna lie, be gassed every once in a while. Also, you add 5 years of recruiting duty on there. There's not a lot of running going on there either. So over time, I slowed down to the point in which yesterday I ran 3 miles, and I ran it in 24 minutes, which is a far cry from 18 minutes. And I say all that to say, I recently had one of my boys reach out, and he was like, it's one of the guys I recruited with. He was like, running buddies, question mark. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to, but let's do a 30-day challenge. So we settled on a 30-day, 3 to 5 mile challenge, right? And I tell you what, I was on vacation when day one started. We were like, Monday, green light, let's go. And I was staying in a hotel. I got up, I went to the hotel gym, and I know running on a treadmill is not the same as running outside, but I got the 3 miles in. And I was like, oh man, if this is going to be every day, I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. Well, the next day we went to Virginia. We were staying at some friend's house, and late in the afternoon, I went out and I got it again. Day two. And the crazy thing is, we drove home the next day. It's like a 5 hour drive from Virginia to North Carolina where we are. And I got home, put the shoes on, day three down in the books. Well, about this time, I'm like, this isn't that bad actually. Like, I'm a little sore. My calves hurt a little bit, but it's not that bad. And fast forward, now I'm on day 12. Today will be day 13 when I run 3 miles today. And I would say that I am enjoying myself more than I ever thought, right? And I didn't think I would. And the crazy part is I can see my run time starting to decrease. I can feel my body starting to get used to the miles, and I think I'm going to be doing this for long term. Now, the reason I tell this story is because when I was running 18-minute 3 miles, there was no training involved there. I didn't know the right shoes to wear. I didn't know, what warm-ups to do, what stretches to do. It was simply based off grit. I just needed to be faster than the person in front of me, and I relished in that. But I think to myself, what would I have been capable of doing had I had proper training, proper shoes, proper gear, so on and so forth? And it began the question, am I capable of doing it now? At 37 years old, am I capable of running a 300 PFT once again? So I have the pull-ups down pat. I have the plank down pat. Now the run is the only thing that I'm not hitting the 18 minutes. So I have set a goal to run a 300 PFT the next time I run one. I'll probably be 38 by the time the next PFT comes around that I have to run for score. But with that being said, not too long ago, I bought a pair of shoes just on a whim. I was like, okay, I want to be able to run faster, and I don't have a good pair of running shoes. What should I get? And I Googled it. First thing that popped up is the Hoka Carbon X. And I'm like, okay, don't know anything about it, but it seems to say that, this is the best running shoes for a race. Well, they meant for like marathons and ultra marathons and stuff like that. And without the knowledge thereof, as in my algorithm pulling me all these different videos and things about running now, since I've been doing it for the last 12 days, I wouldn't have known that those are considered race day shoes. So I recently bought a pair of dailies in order for me to get to training and do it in a fashion in which my feet are more activated during the run versus the carbon plate that is helping add that pop to my run. And I want to unbox these with y'all because I just got them. And off the bat, I'm excited because the box has another box in it that contains the shoes, and it already feels like there's nothing in there. I wouldn't even believe that there's anything in this box if I didn't hear that when I rattled it, right? So I did bust it open at the top in order for it not to be all ridiculous while I'm making this video. But y'all are seeing these for the first time, just as am I. And I got New Balance Rebel 5s for my dailies, right? All right. Look at that, y'all. Beautiful. So they're gray, and I think that they said that this color is poppy, and man, those look good. So looking at it, the only thing that I seen on there that I was not really a fan of, which it's neither here nor there, is on the back of it, it does say NYC. I don't know if the camera's going to catch that. And then there is a Statue of Liberty, and it says New York Marathon on the front, 2025. And I've never been to New York City, so, that's kind of the reason. But either way, I really like the color scheme, so I wanted these. And then I also got the wide toe box. Some running shoes, or a lot of running shoes, are really tight in the toe box and doesn't allow your toes to spread. The only thing I'm concerned about is hopefully these don't give me blisters because of that freedom of movement in the toe. But yeah, so I was running in carbon shoes with a carbon plate. These are going to be my dailies. I do have a 3-mile run that I'm going to be doing today. And maybe on Sunday, one of my Marines is going to contact me if he plans on doing it, running 10 miles. So I'll keep y'all updated with that. I say all this to say that sometimes we write things off as things that we don't enjoy or things that we don't want to do simply because where we are with those things. Running, I wrote off as something that I didn't enjoy because I knew I didn't run as fast as I used to, and I was getting slower. And now that I've been consistent, I'm getting faster. And not only am I getting faster, but I'm realizing I actually do really, really enjoy running. So if there's something in your life that you feel that you're writing off because you don't like it, but there's some kind of interest there, lean into it for a little bit. Do it for 30 days. See what the outcome is. And if you don't enjoy it, then you get to write that off as you don't enjoy it. But maybe you may uncover something about yourself that you never knew. And for me, that's that I enjoy running. And I think I'm going to do it long after this 30 days. Anyways, I'm going to go test these shoes out and see you on the next video.